Yo, YouTube. Investigating America's biggest stock traders. What in the
Today we are investigating some of the best stock traders in the world. And you
Oh,
might think
best?
we're
Yeah,
headed
biggest?
far,
Yeah, yeah, my
but we
brain,
are
bro.
headed to our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. In this episode, we look into
It's how to
people
trade
that
it?
claim to be public servants, but behind the scenes are using their position to make mountains of money in trades that many would say involve privilege or insider
Oh,
information. How to
YouTube.
investigate this? We went through hundreds of documents and spoke to experts ranging from U.S. senators to citizen journalists who have dedicated
That's
themselves
great
to
intro,
studying
What
how
you
our
think?
politicians trade. Folks, today we will be highlighting some of our nation's worst offenders. We will look into politicians that are outperforming hedge funds, buying oil and defense stocks just before U.S. intervention in a foreign country, and even someone who tried to profit massively off betting against the very U.S. economy and people they claim to serve. And today you'll learn exactly what enables this un-American behavior, and then you'll join me as I march into these political offices to publicly hand out awards that our dear civil servants have earned. Let's get to it, but first a quick
I'm
word from the
freaking
sponsor of
dying.
today's episode. Before we start investigating our favorite public servants,
But also, like, when it comes to war, like, I'm not gonna hold you when we go to war, you kind of know what to invest in. Because it's like, it just happened before, especially because a lot of them are older. So they know, like, because we're going to war. All right, let's invest in this because you need this for war. Like, it's one of those. Like,
first, let me tell you about the sponsor of today's episode.
what in any desk?
Think of it as a teleportation device for your computer. Here's how you could use it.
Thank you.
That's right.
Good skips, good skips.
Tommy G. All right, folks, let's go investigate our politicians. Folks, we are here in what you could call the greatest hedge fund in the country. Now, are we in New York? No, we're actually in the Senator building right now. And we're here to tell them how much we appreciate their trading and their public service to the country. There has been pervasive, in our face, seemingly insider trading going on in these halls and around.
Oh, that's the same lady.
What is your take on that?
Members of Congress shouldn't trade stocks. I don't trade stocks. If you believe that members of Congress should be banned from trading stocks, then stop trading stocks. We don't need a law to tell us what to do, what is morally correct. I'll vote to ban members of Congress, but there's no way in hell that they're going to take away their own power. I mean, if you think that Nancy Pelosi shouldn't be trading stocks, then she shouldn't be trading stocks. Whatever happened to leading by example in this country?
Welcome to my very well decorated office.
Is she actually not trade
Are you much
stocks?
of a decorator, or you just
No,
great?
not at all.
What is your position on introducing a stock trading ban for politicians?
I'm on all those bills. There should be absolutely no individual stock trading. Think about it this way. If you were actually on Wall Street and you actually had inside information and you told somebody else, that actually would be illegal because that's insider trading, right?
I saw actually a really powerful reason from one of your colleagues why they should be doing stock trading. Rick Scott, a public servant who's only worth about $500 million, said he doesn't want to be poor.
How many of you don't want to make money? Anybody want to be poor? I don't.
I thought, you know what, this man's got a point.
What happens with some of my colleagues is they just want to continue to be richer and richer. And if that's the case, like don't do this job.
Type shit.
I don't know about you guys, but I work 40, 50, 60 plus hours a week. I would hope that these senators and representatives doing the work of their country are putting in just as much as that. And so it makes you wonder, how could you possibly be putting in full-time hours and you still have time to do multi-million-dollar stock trades? I mean, how much more obvious do they want to make it that they're cheating and using inside knowledge? When are
Yeah, but like
politicians
stock
gonna
trading doesn't take
we, the people,
hours. Technically, it like you can put in a trade in like a minute. Less. It really depends on. It's not the thing you gotta really invest into.
that put them in office actually want? There's many people worth tens of millions of dollars, even hundreds of millions of dollars.
And that keeps going up while they're here.
It seems blatant, and to the American people, to the common man watching this, it seems like they're just doing it in our face and no
They are
accountability.
actually technically not illegal. It should be. And that's why myself and John Ossoff, we're trying to ban those kinds of stock trades. We're trying to ban stock trades for members of Congress.
Senator Kelly here is one of the key players trying to end the stock trading corruption with his Ban Congressional Stock Trading Act. His goal is simple: force every politician and their families to completely sell off their stocks or lock them away in a blind trust.
Damn.
He thinks you should either serve the public or be a stock trader, that you don't get to be both. And it's people like him that keep me hopeful about our future.
Yeah.
Are they not ashamed? Are they not? I mean, I would be afraid. Like, I feel like there should be more public heckling, more public accountability for the people that are doing this. I don't know how I could call myself a public servant and then I'm worth tens of millions of dollars off my inside information. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on with these people?
I think there's no shame in some of them.
Damn, I can't really read those.
My name's Jackson Woods. I run a page called Trade with Congress. I was looking for like a strategy to trade stocks, and I kind of stumbled upon it.
And what is the strategy?
The strategy is very simple. It's copy the politician's stock trades.
And how has it performed?
Very well. They are really good at what they do. Like, people will literally just buy the exact same stocks that Pelosi gets into, and a lot of the others like Mark Wendell and stuff. We provide the information so people can basically see like all the trades as they come in. They can see the past performance of the trades and see what stocks are in their portfolios.
You run a website.
Yes.
What's the name of it?
Altaneer.com. For anybody that wants to copy the trades of politicians, you can use code TommyG for 50% off your first month or first year.
Not financial advice, but I hope everyone gets rich like our politicians. And tell me about this disclosure period.
It says they must disclose their stock trades between 30 to 45 days.
And what happens if they don't?
They get a $200 fine.
A whopper of a $200 fine, huh? Folks, what Jackson is referring to is this. According to the Stock Act, members of Congress have exactly 45 days to disclose any stock trades to the public. And if they violate this rule, they get hit with a laughably low $200 fine. Just take Alabama.
Is it $200?
Tuberville. In his first year in office in 2021, he was months late reporting over 130 separate trades worth nearly $3.5 million. And of course, it's no surprise that a $200 fine did not stop Tommy and his colleagues from trading like the Wolf of Wall Street. And reminder, folks, if we did similar behavior, we'd probably be going to jail.
I thought it was 200, like $200K, $200.
We're going to look through some of that.
What are we talking about?
Present with an award. We're just inches away. Let's talk about who we are about to confront.
Okay.
So we are about to present a hedge fund award to Debbie Wasserman for beating Wall Street.
Yeah. A little rundown here of some stocks that she's purchased. So she's actually up over 200% now at this point in time. And she's also bought shares of Halka Mining and New Gold. These are some trades she got into
Very niche
last
stocks
year.
to know about too.
Yeah, these are all small cap stocks. These companies are like, not very many people invest into them, so
I mean,
they're
if you have
very
a
risky.
full-time job as a congressperson and can do all of this, how is
Yeah.
that even possible?
I don't know, honestly.
Should we present her with an award?
Risque.
Oh man.
We just knocked her.
But good to know she stands with Israel. Hey, we're here from a committee from Milwaukee. We want to present Debbie with an award. I know she's probably busy. Is there a way to drop it off or give it to her? I mean, this is pretty big. We're giving her the inaugural hedge fund award because she's out-traded hedge funds, which is like, how did you manage to do that? Like, that's amazing. We want to learn from her. She beat the market by 143%. It's pretty remarkable. So we just wanted to like, brief round of applause. Nice job, Debbie.
Nice job.
Hedge fund award goes to you. So if you could just present this magical award to her, she's earned it. All right. Thank you. The Americans are proud of her.
Thank you.
Nah.
Yeah, so my name's Nico Agosta. I created Stalking the Capitol, which is a channel that dives into the personal finances, but also the campaign finances of members of Congress and candidates across the country.
And you also created the
Oh
integrity
shit.
index.
We've also developed a formula that uses those personal and campaign finance
Yeah,
statistics,
pearl
I
earrings.
should say, to develop the grade. We give her a D-. I can go over some of the factors. So she is a pretty active stock trader. She has sold off a lot of her individual stocks. So in her last financial disclosure, she holds less than 6 figures of stocks currently. She took almost $300,000 of corporate PAC money, right? Those two factors are giving her that almost failing, a point away from a failing grade of a D-.
How ridiculous is it to call yourself a public servant and then to operate like this? I would be embarrassed to go outside. I would be afraid to go outside. Hey, people that trusted me and voted me into office, I'm gonna fight for you, but I'm too busy trading stocks.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand how they're able to work for the people and then day trade the stock market.
They can be wealthy, but do it the appropriate ways. Do it the way like everyone else. Get the mutual funds, maybe, I don't know, real estate, but I'm not opposed to people having financial success, especially if they are truly serving the country.
Yeah.
But they should do it the right way. That's not egregiously in our face. It's a spit in the face, because we already know how our tax money is spent, and you know how much we're taxed. And it makes us sick. And then when we see all this, if the government was functioning wonderfully and she was doing that, I might not even care at this point. But it's so terrible, and you're doing that in our face. So Debbie, enjoy the hedge fund award. You've earned it. We went back past.
Damn, coach.
The door's locked now. Debbie, you know what? I won't air this clip if you just give me some of that knowledge. Oh wait, but then I would go to prison. So wait, how does this work? If you see someone at a grocery store, on the street, or you can come into this office too, until they change that policy, we all can hold these people accountable, and we should. So, on to the next.
Bro, you could go into Congress building.
The staffers, I know you guys are just doing your job. I don't have anything against the young staffers working hard in the office. I know they're usually going to be the receiving end of this because the politician either won't see us, which by the way, we've emailed them and they won't see us. And chances are they are at a meeting, they have a busy schedule. So I know the staffers are just doing their job, and that's why I'm not hassling them or meaning them, just for the record.
Next on our list is Nancy Pelosi. Her net worth is $19 million in 2025. Pelosi's stock returns are impeccable. So since 2023, her stock account is up 240%, and that's between 2023 and 2025. Okay, in 2023, she had a 65.5% return. In 2024, 70.9% return. 2025, 20.1, but still outperformed the S&P that year. Here's two examples of when she was speaker and she had bills going through the House at the time and she was buying call options and stuff. So she purchased $6 million in NVIDIA call options as the CHIPS and Science Act moved through the House while serving as speaker. Then she purchased $5 million in call options after the bill became law. She voted yes to pass the bill. And then the other example I have is she bought $1 million in Tesla call options, exercised them for common stock, then voted yes to pass the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 while serving as speaker.
Almost as if she had inside knowledge. Yeah. We're on our way to go confront some politicians, and we have, just to say it's nonviolent, we got some
fire plaques.
I mean, what does it say about our country and economy right now? If people are working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, can't even, they're worried about putting a roof over their head, paying their energy bill, paying for groceries, maybe don't even have health insurance.
Yep.
But their politicians are trading beyond hedge funds. Like, what does that say about the moral status of our leaders in this country?
I, for one, personally believe it's completely normal and moral for the likes of people like Nancy Pelosi to beat Warren Buffett in their return on investment. I think that's healthy.
She should be celebrated.
100%. That's why we're getting her an award, right?
What in the sarcasm?
Knock, knock. Hello. How are you? We had emailed. We came all the way from Milwaukee to present different people with awards. I know she's probably out of office. Is there a way we could present Miss Pelosi with an award?
She is in Germany right now. Damn.
Man, it's such a remarkable award. We think about people that have been public servants for a long time, like what, since 1987?
Damn!
We're giving her a Lifetime Achievement Award in trading. The return she's gotten, better than hedge funds for so many years, is so remarkable.
1987? Yo, what we talking about, bro?
And it's like, to do that as a public servant, it's like, you're working overtime for us, the Americans.
97.
Should we give a brief round of applause?
2007. 2017.
No.
It's almost 40 years.
Oh, is it? Well, insider trading's not allowed either. Right. So, Nancy, this one
Big shout out, Nancy.
is for you. Nancy, you're great. Americans are really rooting for you. Thank you, guys.
In 2025, her net worth surged by $19 million. She bought Tempest AI call options. Within the first 30 days, it was up 180%.
Normal.
No.
She has
not
lots of
normal.
call options too, right? Like NVIDIA?
Oh, yeah. While as serving as Speaker of the House, she bought NVIDIA call options as the CHIPS and Science Act moved through the House. And what this bill does is it provides funds to support the domestic production of semiconductors. So, direct conflict of interest there.
Wow.
And
her career could be labeled as direct conflict of interest. So we're gonna do the numbers, guys. So she came into Congress at 1987, worth $3 million.
How much you worth now?
Worth now 317 million. Well, I feel like Nancy really earned that award.
She really did.
Gets an F.
Jesus.
Her score is higher than most people would think. She gets a 53.9. That's because at this point in her political career, she's not taking as much corporate PAC money because she is retiring, right? So
I think there's.
You can't record in the office.
Oh yeah?
Cannot record it.
You can't insider trade either.
This is not allowed in the office.
Okay.
So
Whatever footage you have of the office, you can record me out. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
In this hallway, fine. Inside the office, can't do that.
Okay. Like,
She doesn't own any stocks, just so you know.
wait, the call options on the video?
Single stock.
Can you review this page with us then?
That's a lie.
She's been.
It's a
Oh, her
lie.
husband owns it. Her husband does it.
Yeah, her husband owns all the stock. That's right. That's who it was.
It's not her. Folks, a common excuse you'll hear from politicians when confronted on outrageous trades is my spouse is the one trading, not me. Well, newsflash, none of these politicians are married to Warren Buffett or Ray Dalio. And let's be real, if your senator spouse tells you about a stock trade using their access to privileged information and you trade off of that,
It's the same
that,
thing.
folks, is textbook insider trading.
Sign out there
Right.
says you can't record it in the office.
Okay.
Right back to that. Got it. So we're off the stock thing.
No,
now,
so
back
we
to the
follow
stock.
the rules that, for her rules, we have to follow it. But
Right.
Thank you guys for following.
100%.
We have posted outside the door.
because she follows the rules.
You got to do your job, bro. I appreciate
get
you
it. We're
doing
not
your
mad at
job.
you. We get
You're
what you
following
gotta
your
do.
rules 100%, man. Appreciate you doing that. Hope that spreads upward.
To embody the feeling most of us have about our government, I created an anti-government t-shirt.
That's
One
fraud.
to stand
Like,
against
yo, bro.
corruption. We have the Evict the Serpents design, which is so fitting for today's video. And to highlight mass surveillance, we created the Always Watching design. Both are available
Yo, you what's the word,
on
Mutz?
DMcGee.com. Get yours while supplies last and join the movement.
Next, we got Tim Moore. This is kind of just a funny one, honestly, because it's like, why would you do this? He just straight up bet against the U.S. economy. He purchased $245,000 of ticker TZA. It's a small cap bear 3X ETF in 2025. When you get into a ETF like this, if the market goes down, your account goes up. So he's making money if the economy starts crashing.
So he bet against the American
bet
economy.
against the economy. So 2025 was the start of Tim Moore's congressional career, and he's already racked up $18 million in trade volume in 190 trades. That's like one trade every other day. His net worth is $7 million.
So he is doing some significant trading.
Yeah.
It's almost like
He's
Am I doing it today? Oh,
probably double his net worth.
you're not gonna like test it?
we have a mission to complete, even if Capitol Police.
Talk to you later.
Proud to be an American,
You're doing great, bro.
or at least I know I'm free. Oh, another shocker.
Beautiful. They're from police.
It says, please come in.
Are you good, guy? Yeah.
Hello, hello. How are you? What's up, Papa? We are here to present an award. We came all the way from Wisconsin to present the award to Mr. Moore.
Oh, yeah,
By
don't
chance is he in the office? Oh,
Dang it.
everyone kind of was out of office today, huh? We picked the wrong day to come and fly in. We just wanted to congratulate him. He's been in Congress like a year or two, 18 million in trade volume, and he bet against America on a small bear cap. And so he's earned this. He's the Bet Against America award. It is just, that's what a public servant that I elected, what I want them to be doing. So thank you, Tim Moore. I hope you put this in your office somewhere. And,
Will you be able to give it to him when he gets here? So,
all right.
thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Have a great day, okay?
Thank you, brother.
Tim Moore, thank you.
Hey, puppy. Thank you.
Hey, you guys.
Too. And
Come on.
claps from back there, too. Perfect, perfect. They had no idea what they're clapping for. That's beautiful.
Is it easy to say that it's wrong if you're a representative to bet against the economy?
Yes. I mean, to literally bet against it,
What if
bro.
he's like, hey, I know these policies that they're passing are bad, so I don't agree with them, so I'm going to benefit from it. Is that still wrong?
I think it's super cool. I think you should benefit from as much insider information as you can. Each to their own.
Let's go with Tim Moore.
Tim Moore.
Damn.
It's an F. Score of a 55 out of 100. He holds right now almost $1.2 million in individual stocks.
If the numbers are correct, he just got into office in the last year or so, and he's done over $10 million in trade value.
That's correct. Yeah, he entered in 2025.
And also, why do I see this in front of every person's door pretty much? Stand with Israel.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, do they have a Chinese flag? Do they have a Panamanian flag? Oh, just Israel? And it's a conspiracy theory that there's a lot of BB, thanks for being our president.
Thank you, Big Yahoo. Thank you, Big Yahoo.
You haven't bombed enough children, and we support you. What you're doing.
No.
He's gonna get the Nobel Peace Prize.
We just missed him too. He was here yesterday.
Oh, BB, thank you. Do anyone have a little hat? This is the humiliation.
No.
I knew our content creation would take us to here someday. We made it,
We
dog.
made it. Now we're rich.
Nah.
Wayne Mullen, he purchased Raytheon 4 days before the October 7 attacks on Israel. He purchased Raytheon stock 5 days before Venezuela operation happened, where they kidnapped Maduro.
So he's been like a crystal ball with military conflict.
Yes.
Talk to me about how politicians sitting on committees impacts their trades.
Mark Wayne Mullen, for instance, who sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee, he bought Raytheon and he bought L3 Harris. Both of these companies are defense contractors. I don't know what goes on in that committee hearing. I don't know like what they're discussing, but he sits on the Armed Services Committee. That shouldn't have happened.
What would you say his trade value?
25 million.
What was Senator Mark Wayne Mullen's net worth
Damn.
before he got into the Senate?
His pre-Congress net worth was $2.8 million in 2013.
2013, wow. And what is he currently worth now?
He is worth 67 million. Yeah. When trades are disclosed and put on our site, it will flag each individual trade if there is a conflict between like, hey, they sit on the energy committee and they just traded an energy stock. It'll highlight that trade in gold. So it's like, it stands out among the rest of the trades.
Damn.
Good to see you, brother. How are you?
The real Clyde. What's this?
So, fellas, this is the thing. We're going to Mark Wayne Mullen's office. He came into Congress worth $3 million in 2014. He is now worth $70 million. So all we have to do is we're going to see if he's in. And once I present the award, we will clap.
Elevators.
And we are a group from Wisconsin that presents. We're on a committee. We're here to present people.
The Lifetime Achievement Award.
Lifetime achievement.
Sorry for muddying up your paper.
Hello, hello. We are a committee from Wisconsin. We're hoping to present the senator with an award. I don't know if he's in. I know they're all busy as can be.
Yeah, he's not in today.
Oh, we're the Wisconsin Political Excellence Committee. Well, we have a plaque for him.
Would you
Political
Can't
excellence.
come back.
So, yes, so it's nice, shiny plaque, and he gets the intervention.
Yeah, come through.
He gets the intervention investor of the year. I mean, right before he went to Venezuela, he brought some Chevron stocks. Right before October 7th, he brought some Raytheon stocks, and he sits in the armchair committee. So it's like, that timing is so great. We want to learn, like, how do you manage to do that on top of your busy job of being a senator? So let's give it up for Mark Wayne Mullen. There's actually no trading on inside information allowed.
See that sign on the door?
We appreciate that. We'll follow the rules if he follows the rules too.
Mark Wayne Mullen gets an F. 54.6.
Damn.
Biggest factor
Four.
in that. Oh my goodness, actually. He's all over the map. $4.5 million of individual stocks held and $1.3 million of corporate PAC money received last cycle.
Damn.
So we have a net worth over time table for every member of Congress. And yeah, that's another one of the just
A year?
results. It gets you suspicious, right? Is there some corrupt behavior going on?
Yeah, you went up
Probably.
30 mil.
Is there a perception of that behavior that is degrading the public trust? Yes. And again, I think that's why they named the bill the Restore Trust in Congress Act. That's really what it's about here.
We just gave Mark Wayne Mullen's office an award. You actually interviewed him yourself. So what was it like talking to him, and what kind of accountability did he take?
Well, I asked him what went into the calculus of trading up to $50,000 of Chevron, ConocoPhillips, and Raytheon stock just days before the operation in Venezuela, where they ended up turning over $17 trillion worth of oil reserves to those very American oil companies. He kept repeating himself, said that he filed the disclosures and ran up the stairs, and his aides sort of got in my way. I couldn't get up there.
I just wanted to ask you if you could tell us a little bit about the calculus that went into trading
some of these stocks that you put out in the disclosure. I was specifically curious about ConocoPhillips, Chevron, and Raytheon.
You already checked them, so you know we filed everything.
Well, I'm curious about the decision that went into that.
We filed everything. We filed almost
But
everything.
Senator, it's of the public interest to at least.
That's why we file them with ethics and it's public record.
I know, but I'm trying to get you on record about it.
I filed it. It is on record and it's on public record.
Specifically regarding those trades, though.
Folks, it appears that engaging in sketchy trades may actually land you a promotion in this government. As of writing this, Markwayne Mullin is up for the Secretary of Homeland Security, which is one of the highest law enforcement positions in this country. However, I do wonder if he'll want to take the job, as it may take time away from his stock trading career.
Is there a harsh penalty if you file your disclosures late?
Nope, $200 fine. So if you make, let's say, 25% return on a stock and you file it months and months late, like Katie Britt did, you get a $200 fine and you get to keep the returns of the trade.
Seems like the incentive structure would not deter you from disclosing late. Who would you say are the people leading the charge to ban stocks, and who are the people leading the charge to not ban?
The heroes are the working people on the ground in this country. I think that the vast majority of Americans hate corruption, but as it relates to people in Congress who are trying to ban individual stocks, it's people like Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders.
Josh Hawley.
Yep, people like that.
Folks, our next one is a very special award. We have a guy who said this.
How many of you don't want to make money? Anybody want to be
Nah.
So this idea that we're going to attack people because they make money is wrong.
Rick Scott is notable because he actually was part of the biggest healthcare fraud case in U.S. history. His company got 14 felonies against it from the Department of Justice, but he walked away from that pretty handsomely. We'll check the numbers, but it's about like $200 million, I believe, he walked away from. And
I apologize, Mr. Rick Scott. Let me correct myself. It wasn't $200 million, it was $300 million. To recap, Rick Scott's company defrauded Medicare and Medicaid out of hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars. When put under oath, Rick invoked the Fifth Amendment 75 times. His company pleaded guilty to 14 felonies, and he was pressured to resign, but he walked away with a $300 million golden parachute. And today, he's a U.S. Senator who really loves Israel. Rick Scott, thank you for your public service, sir.
What the fuck?
currently, he has about $500 million. And
Modest.
when they asked him, do you want to ban stock trading? He said, no. Does anyone here want to be poor? So he gets the inaugural Don't Want to Be Poor award. Hey there, we are a committee traveling all the way from Wisconsin to award bipartisan excellence. And we were looking to present Senator with a plaque. Is there any chance he's in town for a minute to...
He's actually not.
Oh, man.
Nobody.
Us Wisconsin guys can't schedule that good, but is it possible to give him the plaque or have someone give him the plaque?
We can pass it along for you.
I just thought
Give you like a scheduling email if you want to.
that would be huge. That would be huge. We just thought it was really notable and remarkable. When asked if there should be insider trading or stock trading, he said, I don't want to be poor. So we're giving him the I don't want to be poor award. He's a public servant only worth $500 million. I mean, it's a tough time in this economy. And I think no one deserves this award more than Senator Rick Scott. So let's clap it up, guys. Rick Scott, he doesn't want to be poor.
14 felonies. Beautiful.
14 felonies in the company that he was a chief executive of. But anyways, Rick Scott, this one's for you. One more time, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. He doesn't want to be poor. It's only $500 million.
None of us want to be poor.
Get off his back, all right?
None of us want to be poor.
We have one more person to look
Jesus.
up. All right? Senator Rick Scott.
Rick Scott gets an F, 56.3. You know how to pick him. He's got $3 million in individual stocks right now. It's all in one company. It's not the only problematic asset that he has. We do, as we continue to develop the integrity index, we want to be able to really dive into those financial disclosures and pull out more assets more than just the individual stocks that could be potential conflicts of interest. But for him right now, it looks like he holds $3 million worth of stock in a biotools company. It's probably privately held, as would be my guess.
We presented another senator with an award just about an hour ago, Rick Scott with a Don't Want to Be Poor award. He's a humble public
I
servant.
don't think he'll ever be poor.
No, I think it's almost impossible for him to be poor.
What was that fine he had to pay for the largest Medicare fraud in the history of the United States?
Didn't he get a payoff for it?
Look,
He walked away with like a couple $100 million, right?
I think it's really important to highlight that the voters are not to blame here. They're being misled, they're being manipulated, and their fear and their anxieties about their quality of life and whether they can build a dignified lifestyle for their kids are being threatened. And so when they hear somebody speak to all of the things that they want fixed, sometimes they end up voting for someone who's working against their best interests.
It almost seems cartoonish, the level of wealth some of these people have. And if they did it in private business the right way, I don't care if someone is wealthy and they want to come serve the country, but the fact that they just want to keep it an open pipeline to make as much money as possible, well, America is not doing so well. The lower class and middle class, I know of a guy out in New York making $250,000 a year with his wife, and they are struggling because between the child care, that's like a few $1,000s a month, mortgage, they're living paycheck to paycheck on $250K. And if 250K is paycheck to paycheck, what is it like for people that are working at Target or Uber or making $18 an hour, $15 an hour, and then to have a guy just say, I don't want to be poor, and you're already worth a few $100 million, it is cartoonish. I feel like I'm projecting what all of us back home feel, which is we know the system is not in our favor. We know that they're just doing it blatantly, and these are not public servants, at least guys like that. These are people that are in it for money and power. Hey there. Hey guys. Oh yeah, we're actually, if you see Rick, let us know because we're trying to give it to him in person. Oh, that's for Mark Wayne Mullen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want it.
They don't want it?
They don't want it. So
a free award that
here's
we
what
can.
Here's what we got. All the doors pretty much have it posted that you cannot record in the office.
We get that, but we also get that insider trading is a rule too. So we felt like.
That has nothing to do with me.
Correct, and I'm not upset.
Yeah, we're just telling you what
I get
regulations of the
Yeah.
Okay.
We appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
So
We know you guys
We're here
good job.
because we want people to follow the rules, so
Okay.
we get it.
So, like I said, majority of the doors have a no recording policy. If they ask you not to record, don't record. If they ask you to leave, just please leave.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all I got.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Are we able to get our plaque back?
I mean, if you guys want this back, you're
Unless
more than
I don't know
welcome.
if you want a keepsake or anything
I
like for your house.
Any other questions, guys?
Who are the other good stock traders in here that we should be talking to?
Do you own any stocks?
No, I don't.
Pelosi's dropping her tip soon. If you guys want to subscribe to that, you guys will be up like 50%. It's pretty cool. What is the mechanism?
I'm
to
fucking
ban?
dying.
Well, there was a bill that's been filed in the House, but we should have a vote on it this year. Once it gets out of the House, it'll go to the Senate where it's going to die.
And they have the opportunity to stop it.
They do, absolutely. I'm pretty sure that like 70 to 80% of Americans believe that the stock ban should go through. And these people represent all of these states. So they should take what their people want and they should just ban it outright, but they're not.
Our bill, which bans stock trading, should be embraced by, in my view, by every member of Congress.
Senator Rick Scott is on record saying he doesn't want to be poor. He's only worth about $500 million right now. So wouldn't that hurt the pockets of guys like him if we did that?
I think he would be just fine.
Right now, it just feels like our country caters to the richest members.
Seems like. It absolutely does. In this bill that the president passed at the beginning of the year, what he calls his big, beautiful bill, there is a provision in there to make permanent the depreciation schedule for private jets and to take it from 7 years to 1 year. You know why you want your depreciation schedule to be 1 year instead of 7 years?
So you pay almost nothing in taxes.
Yes, and you get most of the money back. You get a lot of it back, and you get it back quickly, and then you can use that money somewhere else. This bill that cut healthcare spending for poor people and cut food assistance for poor people has stuff like that in there. So of course it favors billionaires. It's favored rich people and big corporations for a long time, and it's unsustainable. That's the system we currently have. The hardworking people, the middle class people, people in the military, law enforcement, teachers, nurses, all those people are getting screwed. Somebody, hopefully, at some point, is going to be able to fix it. Needs to be fixed because it's unsustainable.
All right, guys. I'm going to pick one person, subscribe to the Patreon, to send this plaque, and I have one more back home. I think it's a Pelosi copy. Use code TRADE for 50% off your first month of Patreon, where you get all the Epstein drops, some of the craziest footage I have that is not for time constraints allowed on YouTube. And I'll send 2 people back home a plaque. So use code TRADE for 50% off your first month of Patreon. I feel a little bit better.
Feel good. Feel American today.
I feel
Nah,
American.
Tommy's doing the people's work.
And a duty, I think, to exercise our voice and our feeling about what's going down. And things we all know things are not right in these type of places. Yeah, there's some people doing good stuff, but overall, it's a trend of,
In your professional opinion?
my professional opinion, we have a massive crisis gripping this country of corruption, and that's from the trading to the cover-up of the Epstein files. I mean, some of the darkest stuff you can picture. And it should be an honor and a privilege to be in this building, representing your people. We the people. That should be a beautiful
We the
opportunity.
people.
Folks, I think it's special that we as Americans can all unite and we can walk into this building and confront someone that we want to. We can hit them where it hurts with the ballot box, with our donations to the candidates we do like, and with public humiliation that I think is well deserved. I can do it, you can do it, and you back home can do it too. These people should think, if I don't represent these people correctly, then I'm going to be a little bit nervous because that's a bad job. If you would like to purchase a shirt from our anti-government merch collection, they look like this. Thank you folks for joining us on this adventure. Here's another video I think you'll enjoy. And I'll see you next week.
Damn, Tommy G's.